Got it. we're gonna be felony.
The fact that you don't try to even report her for doing these kind of things, like who do I talk to? National State Police, what, you know? Like one of the largest dope dealers downriver, and I feel like I'm against her and the police station at the same time.
Or ask Dan, are you ready?
Attorney Batar, are you ready for the arraignment?
Yep.
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Castelli.
Officer Castelli has a Douglas Daniel Scherer present, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Scherer, state your full name for the record.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
State your full name for the record.
Douglas Daniel Shearer.
You have an attorney present. He'll put his appearance on the record.
Daniel Batar on behalf of Mr. Scherer, Your Honor.
Okay. Dan, you're waiving the formal reading of the complaint?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Scherer, your attorney's put his appearance on the record. He's waiving the formal reading of the complaint. It's case number 24-0020, 24-0020. As I said, I've entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'm going to schedule this matter for a pretrial. Before we get into that date, any comments on bond, Officer Castelli?
I was not the arresting officer, but I noticed the arresting officer is asking 10,000, 10% with a no contact with the victim, Sherry Brooks.
And there's a do not return to address.
Yes, do not return to the address. If he needs a civil standby, we can try our best to make a civil standby take place, but no contact with the victim and not to return to that location.
Okay, you know the bond request has at the top, they have no reason to oppose a personal bond, and then down below in the remarks, it states 10,000, 10% with no contact order.
Yeah, I'm not sure who filled that out or why that was put on there, Your Honor.
I just want to go get my stuff and go to my ex-wife's house and go get my school stuff. That's it.
All right.
I have no plans on talking to her at all.
Your attorney's going to speak on your behalf.
My apologies,
Your Honor.
sir.
Your Honor, I've explained to Mr. Scherer about the no contact provision. I also explained the civil standby. He's 32 years old. He's disabled. He has a broken back. He has a place to go to. Mr. Scherer, can I talk on your behalf, please?
I'm sorry.
He has a place to go stay, Judge, in Carlton. He will not return back to that address unless it's for a civil standby to return his property or get some of his property. We're asking you to consider a personal bond, Judge. We don't believe he's any type of flight risk. He has indicated he will appear at all future court hearings.
Officer Castelli, what's your opinion on it?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What's your opinion on a personal bond?
As you know, as long as he does not return to that address, that's my biggest thing. The victim did say that she was fearful that he was going to come back and try killing her, though. I don't know what kind of grounds she has for saying that, but that's what
She was high as a kite on that.
Yeah, but that was the indicated to the officer that arrested him.
She's one of the biggest meth dealers down.
Mr. Scherer, please don't say anything. It's not helping.
I'm sorry, I have autism, so I just say stuff sometimes. My apologies.
All right, Mr. Scherer, this is my bond, and I'm going to schedule this matter for a pretrial on the 17th of January. That's 1/17 and 24. It's going to be at 9 a.m. It's going to be in front of Judge Martin. Andy or Marlisa, whoever it is that in person or is that by Zoom?
Zoom.
It'd be by Zoom. Courtroom number 1. You'll get notice sent to you. Your address for the court, Mr. Scherer, they're showing you. I can't even find an address for you. We have an address for Mr. Scherer, Marlisa?
I have what was on the register of actions on here on River Drive. So if he has a different address, if he could give you that.
Yes, 54 Hudson Street, Carlton, Michigan, 48117.
Your phone number ends in 3311, correct?
Yes,
Okay, your bond is $5,000, 10%. You'd have no contact with Sherry Brooks. You cannot return to, be in or around or near.
I don't have any money. Is there any way that I can get a PR bond, please? Because I have no money at all. I broke my back at work, and I will obtain to every single I will come to every court date. I won't miss any court dates. I'm gonna be leaving here, going to my ex-wife's house and dropping off some of my stuff, and then I'll be living in Country Meadows with a really good friend of mine. But I won't miss any court dates because I promise you I won't. But I have no money. I have nothing. I'm homeless at this moment until that I get this set up, and I can give you my honest word that I won't miss any court dates. I've got too much stuff riding on myself and being able to see my kids and be a part of their lives than to miss these court dates. I promise you that if you give me the PR bond, I will not miss a single court date. I will be there at every single time given need be. I'm not sitting here trying to just say things just to get out. I just want to go see my son and my daughter, and I just want to go home. I don't have a single dollar to my name at this moment in time, and my bank accounts were closed out. I broke my back March of last year at work, and I'm in a lawsuit right now against LKQ with Richard L. Warsh from Sam Bernstein's. They're suing my job for me for the work injury accident, and like, I don't know what else to say to you, but I don't have a single dollar, nor do I have much family. My mother and my father have passed away. I don't have anyone really here but my daughter, my son, and their mother. And if you can grant this PR bond, I promise you on my word and my honor that I will be at every court date on time. I won't miss a single court date, and
All right, Mr. Chair, I'm gonna cut you off. The bond requested was 10,000. I've lowered it to $5,000, 10%. That's gonna be my bond. They'll let you make some phone calls. I want you to pay close attention to the details of this bond.
I don't have nobody to call to get any money.
Gary Brooks.
How am I gonna get out? So I'm stuck here for days and days and days until you guys, like, to a trial. Like, I don't have no money. How am I supposed to even get out and go get my things from this lady's house? With all my school stuff is there, all my clothes are there. Like, everything I own is at this lady's house. This is everything I own left in my life. Pictures of my mother who's dead, pictures of my father who's dead. Like, I have nothing. I have literally nothing. I don't have 11 cents to rub together. If you grant my PR bond, I promise you, I will be at every single, it's a misdemeanor. Like, I've done 5 years straight in prison. This 90 days, up to 90 days, I could say, screw it, just give me the 90 days and I'll go sit and serve my 90 days. But it's not about that. It's not about serving time. It's about going to get my things. That it's the last bit of pictures I have of my mother. The last bit of pictures I have of my father, my school books, my school laptop is there. I don't plan on running from you or running from anyone. I plan on having this face forward and taking responsibility for my actions that I have done or committed, and as well as doing this the right way.
Mr. Chair, bond is not a penalty. Bonds to A, guarantee that you show up in court, and B, the safety of the public. You cannot return to, be in or around or near 27,638 West Huron River Drive. You can discuss with the officer a setup of a civil standby that you can go there and get your things from that location. You can make an appointment with them. Again, it's scheduled for a pretrial 1/17/24, 9 a.m. by Zoom with Judge Martin here at the 34th District Court with those conditions. And that concludes this arraignment.
Thank you, Judge.